Welcome to Candid Conversations. This is going to be a incredibly candid, not candied, conversation.
We could candy it if they
could.
preferred it, but
They prefer it.
candy coated is, yeah, that's not the best approach.
No.
So we're just going to get in
We're
there.
just getting it in there.
Yeah.
So this is Lauren
Hi.
Turner.
Yes.
Who-
I only use Christy if it benefits me.
Oh, Christy Turner?
Turner Christy. It's my husband's last
Okay.
name.
Okay, gotcha. Good, if it benefits you.
It doesn't benefit me here.
Her
We'll
husband's
just
a
go
great
with
guy,
Turner.
by the way. Musician.
Thank you. He is a great
Excellent
guy.
musician. And he will hopefully, he said yes to be playing for our church extravaganza.
In October? Yay, good. Yeah, he's been wanting to do like
Yeah.
a gospel-y kind
Yeah,
of
he
gig.
was
So,
telling me that.
yeah, it would be.
I think you can get the funk down, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's an alarm for something silly. Okay.
So this is Lauren. She's the proprietor, creator of Making Groceries.
The witch, the mastermind.
The witch, the mastermind behind this incredibly fantastic plant-based
Thank you.
cafe
Thanks.
here in beautiful Biloxi, Mississippi.
No better place to be?
Really isn't a better place to be. So we're candid about that, right? So we want to talk a little bit about your being on the board of directors at Back Bay Mission,
Okay.
and what brought you to the board of directors, and then maybe have some candid conversation around our experience of homelessness
Sure.
here on the coast.
Sure, absolutely. So, obviously, I grew up down here, so I was pretty familiar with Back Bay.
Nothing
but
necessarily
It
obvious
wasn't,
about you growing up down here.
what? There isn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Hi, how are y'all?
Hi.
Welcome in. Sorry, we're just on camera. Alex.
We apologize.
Sorry. No. Hey, will you come get them? So sorry, honey.
We can pause if we need to.
We're good. I think we're good. Two of your employees, Sean and
Laura?
were regulars of mine. They would come eat at the museum very often, and I mentioned to them casually after knowing them for about a year that I would like to be of service to Back Bay Mission, and they then told me that they were looking for new board members. So I was like, throw my name in the hat. And I think that was around the time that I had met you and kind of shared some of my interest with being more helpful with Back Bay. So that's how I ended up on the board. You guys were like, okay.
Yeah. Well, and Lauren was at the museum,
I was in the O'Keefe Museum
the O'Keefe
for a
Museum,
year.
at first for a year, and then she moved to this freestanding location, right?
Yeah, this used to be a little bakery, and when they decided to dissolve their business, they gave me a call and asked if I would lease it, and it's kind of worked out organically, yeah.
And Lauren had a real interest in being of service and actually, I guess, addressing the issue of homelessness in a positive way, in a way that says, hey, there's a solution to this.
Yeah, a solutionable
Be a part of the
approach.
solution.
Right, and my frustration came, we moved downtown 7 or 8 years ago, and we didn't have paved streets, and we had crack houses around the corner from us, and it was a very different neighborhood demographic from what we're experiencing now with the new growth and new businesses moving in, and us getting new neighbors and things like that. And I just saw it as such an issue, and my approach to any issue is don't bitch about it, be about it. I don't know if I could say that. Okay, cool.
I'll repeat it. Don't bitch about it, be about it.
Yeah, don't bitch about it, be about it. Like,
Yeah.
if you have time to sit and complain, you have time to get up and do something, or
Amen,
find the
sister.
resources to do it.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
And we need to do that for the people that don't have it.
Yep.
If we
Well,
want a functional society, everyone has to win for everyone to win.
Right. Everybody has to win for everybody to win. And I think that's interesting you say that, because especially the homeless population on shelter, people living in poverty, they often don't have a voice.
They don't have a voice.
And if they do speak up, often they aren't heard, they aren't seen, they're seen but not seen, they're seen in a derogatory sense, which,
They're in the peripheral.
yeah, exactly.
They're in the peripheral.
And you've kind of been on the front lines, because you said kind of the back of your shop here, the back of your store, your cafe. You've had homeless folks kind of going through your dumpster and doing unseemly things back there, and
And living back there.
And
even.
living back there, right.
I've cleaned up an entire apartment back there, which,
Yep.
if you've never seen anyone eating out of a dumpster, that's a pretty good kick in your empathy gut. I don't like seeing that, and
It's painful.
it's very painful. And
for those of us who choose to at least think beyond just that moment and say, oh, that's gross, and say, wow, that's
Yeah, that person's desperate and they're hungry.
Yep.
And I mean, it's hot outside. They might pass out if they don't get sufficient nutrients.
Right.
Like, you know, it's
like the ultimate source of protein.
it is an issue. And you know, we were talking earlier about, you know, is it more of an issue now, or are we just seeing different issues? And as I do think that the traffic has increased, there's a natural increase every summer
yeah.
for whatever reason. Why I don't, you know. There is a natural increase in the summertime, but I think that the traffic we're seeing this summer is just a bit different. The behavior is different. The behavior is different.
It's all vegan.
And we've kind of seen that at Micah Day Center, or at Day Drop-In Center.
Yeah.
If people are unsheltered, we've seen an increase in altercations and assertiveness.
Oh yeah, I've
We're
definitely
wondering-
had some very assertive,
Right.
ballsy even,
Yeah.
if you will,
Yeah.
folks coming in here demanding things and
And you wonder if that's part of kind of where culturally even where we're at right now, because we're coming out of COVID and yet we're not.
yeah.
Prices are skyrocketing and everybody's just a little bit heightened.
Well, and I also think, you know, there's no big secret that other cities, wherever, big cities,
Yeah.
small cities, close cities, faraway cities, are busing people here.
Yeah.
And I think that that is a cultural difference within the homeless communities where they come from, particularly in larger cities. They probably have to demand things to survive. So,
Right.
you know,
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So I want to thank you for your sensitivity and, you know, your engagement in social change.
well,
We're talking about social change, social justice, looking at the systems, changing the systems, being a part of the change we want to see in the world, right? Good old
Right.
Gandhi. So I really admire you for that, and admire you for your outspokenness and for just speaking the truth, right?
thank you, friend.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful thing.
Well, thanks. I have, you know.
Don't ever lose that.
Oh no, I won't. Well, when I quit my teaching career, I found myself lacking that philanthropy thing. You know, like
Yeah.
every day I got up and I did something so fruitful. And sure, like I get up every day and I prepare very healthy food for our community. You know, that's a thing, but it just wasn't enough service for me
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
So it's just something that I really care about. And like I said, it's in my neighborhood. It's on my back. It's literally on my front steps. And I can either turn a blind eye, like some people choose to do, or you can step up and be a part of the positive change.
That's for sure. The thing that I find about your shop, your cafe here, is like when you eat plant-based and you eat healthy, you just feel better about yourself.
Oh, you do.
You know,
it's a natural, like,
It's a natural
confidence boost.
high. And
It
confidence
is.
boost,
So
right?
when the cleaner you eat, the more like euphoric you feel on a
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It's like a natural high.
Right.
It is.
Right. It
Yeah.
is. It is. So
It is.
that's a gift that you really give to people, right?
Well, thank you,
They
friend.
walk in, they eat healthy, and they're like, I feel good for today. I did something right for my body. Because our bodies are important.
You only get one.
You only get one.
That we know of. We don't. Jury's out.
Right. We don't know.
Jury's out.
We think we do.
Yeah.
At least.
I feel like
we
this
know we
body's
do.
probably been through at least 3 or 4 lives, though. My hips hurt real bad today. My cankles are a little sore.
Well, it's weird because I had one of the, like, that hip whatever today, and I'm like, what is going on?
You've
you know?
got a sciatic nerve thing
Yeah.
happening.
You know that?
I have had it.
Oh, you've had
I
it.
think we
shared
talked
that.
about
Oh,
this.
yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we talked about
So
it.
it kind of kicks in, and I'm like, oh gosh, you know, it feels like 7 lives. I don't know, maybe 9.
Maybe, like a cat.
Yep. Well, thank you for any final words.
I don't know. They can't ask me any questions, so
That's
I don't really
true.
know what to answer.
Good point. We were supposed to be serious with the Candid Conversations.
Oh, were we
What
serious
happened?
enough? Okay.
Good, thank you,
Okay,
Kevin.
thanks, Kevin.
Kevin gave us a thumbs up,
Yeah.
said we were serious enough. So.
Well, and I mean, it is obviously very serious issues, but if we don't kind of start having a lighter conversation about it, that's the less likelihood we're going to get people on board.
You're right.
You know, and most of our conversations we have been like this, and we've come up with good solutions or good programming to put in
Right.
place or whatever.
Right.
So it doesn't need to be so somber and like,
Yeah.
yeah, homelessness is a sad issue. People starving is super sad, but we're not, and we can sit here and have a healthy conversation on how to move forward
Yeah.
and help these people.
And then we can, in turn, when we see those people are unsheltered or homeless, we can actually maybe attempt to give them a smile because we've had a moment,
Right,
right?
or like,
And
here's a
engage with
freaking
them.
chickpea wrap dog.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. And I think the other thing that I appreciate about Lauren, now I've been talking to Lauren and Bobby and a few other small business owners, I guess Mike the Shrimper, Captain Mike.
So Captain Mike came in Monday and told me about his situation.
Did he eat food?
Oh yeah.
Good.
A lot.
I thought, really?
He ordered food for all the girls at Jacked Up.
Oh, he did tell me that. That's right.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But he told me about his crazy boat story, and that's terrifying.
Isn't it? Yeah. To kind of hijack a boat, so to speak, right? Even though it was literally hijacked, it was hijacked emotionally. And so I think kind of talking to these community folks that have been engaging with people around sheltered, so we kind of got this harebrained, Kevin and Laura, and said, hey, let's have this community forum to have some conversation. We'd already talked about that a bit, Bobby, you and I had, and so I think part of that is letting people kvetch, get it out, and then talking about what are solutions, what are healthy solutions,
Right.
how can we support this community because they're us and we're them.
Right, and there are a lot of frustrations around the issue, and where I absolutely understand that, the airing out the grievances and the bitching component doesn't get anything done. It just doesn't.
Right.
So, you know, what is more helpful in that scenario is this is what I have encountered here. Would this work? Have we tried this in the past?
Right. Because
And that's usually my
right.
approach. Like when I
Yep.
complain about something, it's a, hey, I'm reaching out for help. What's the solution to this specific issue?
Yep.
And most of the time, you know, there might not be an answer, but Derek, come on in.
But there's no bad thing about trying,
just a little busy right
trying
now.
and not being successful and trying again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you just here for brownies and protein balls?
Yeah.
He just
Well,
wants-
thank you, Lauren.
Yes, you're welcome. Sorry.
We'll bring
Saw
it-
something shiny.
Squirrel.
Yes.
So we'll bring it to an end. Thank you for joining
Yes,
us for
thanks,
this,
guys.
this particular moment and time at Making Groceries. We invite you to stop down Making Groceries when you're here.
Please do.
Enjoy good,
Feed you something
healthy,
good.
plant-based
Yeah.
food. So thank
Yep.
you, Lauren.
Thank you.
You bet.